thanks everyone for being tonight here. Your sports means everything to me. I would not possible to stand here without your support. I would like to also extend my gratitude to Mr. John Haster for enlightening us his presence today and for believing in me. I am running MLA because of a deep commitment to the community that I have waited so many years so many years. Over more than 40 years as a professional engineers, I have been passionate to create spaces that improves lives, such as in the field of townhouse, high-rise, apartment unit, infrastructures, road, water main design, sewer work, and metal and minings. Now I would like to extend that my passion to the help the community. I want to extend my this passion to the next level to help this community, not for surviving, what for generation, thrive for generation to come. Our economy is facing serious challenges. Economic strength is becoming weakening, and public safety is declining like third world countries. And cost of living is skyrocketing. So, for example, take cost of living is not acceptable. Our community is working hard every day for survival. We need to push it, innovate, innovate solutions to make the life affordable. Whether to scrap carbon tax, initiating green measures such as wind energy, solar power, nuclear power, energy for lighting, and reform healthcare and affordability. These are the tangible steps we can take with your support. I'm sure, I believe that we can make this one possible. Although together we can make this life affordable, stronger community and healthy community. This is possible not with your support. I cannot make it alone. I need your continuous support. Thank you very much for your trust. Let us this change, common sense change happen together. Thank you very much. So now I would like to invite Jitendra to say a few words. Okay. So I would like to now request Mr. John to come here, say a few words.
Thank you very much, Dharam, and it's so much of a pleasure to be here. I haven't been in the community in a while, but just before I say a few words, I actually am going to invite Jatinder to come up and speak a few words, and then I'll get a chance to share a bit. Jatinder, here you are.
Right. Hello, everyone. How are you today? How's the food, first of thing? And it's not only a food with a view. How's that? Very good. Our party president, Mr. John, is here. He is the first one after many, many years. I can say 80 years. Since, what is his name, Bennett, W.A.C. Bennett, when he came to be a premier with the different name, Social Credit Party. Then his son coming, Social Credit Party. Then Bill Wenderson come, who dumped the party. After his gone, they changed the party name again, BC Liberal Party. Liberals are our enemy, actually. But anyway, they put the name. They not lost very long. Then they have a new leader to choose. His name is Kevin Facken, and he put the party name very bad, which John don't like us. John want, we are conservative, We are born conservative. We should be conservative. So he put the name Conservative Party of British Columbia. So now we have the name British Columbia Conservative Party. Okay? The thing is that this party have a different view, different name, different programs. So John worked very hard when he took that, when they choose the name, and he says, no, that's the name I want to go for. They say, if you want to go, you can go ahead. He leave the party. He make that Conservative Party. Conservative Party, when he took the power, 3% the growth rate was. Today we hit 42 already. Yeah. It's great. Now we have a chance to win the election because it's for us, this is a golden year. If we win the election, we can change many, many things, my friend. We can change, we bring economy better. We can change medical program. We can change education program. The biggest thing we can change, housing industry, which is a connect with everyone. Either they are a builder, either they are plumber, electrician, everybody involved with that. This is a good for the economy. And crime rate, bring it down. I ask you one thing more today, especially. Last night, I filled my membership federal. Federal membership, we are 8 people in the family. And they was expired. I filled all of them, 8 of them. Then I thought, federal, we are a membership we have. But BC membership we don't have. That's bad. We should all, 8 members, so I'm the only one in the House, BC Conservative Party member I am. I decide, I put 7 membership more tonight to start with that. I asking you guys, can we, within 2 weeks, end of August, bring a 10,000 member more? So that means if you are 5,000, all of BC, it's not only here, not only Burnaby, Vancouver, no, everywhere. 10,000 member mean 10,000 we get a vote, number one. Number two, volunteer we get. Then we party get membership fee, $100,000. That's a top on that. So I mean is that if we can do that, my goal is 100,000 member actually. If that happen, we win the election already. After win the election, I trust John. John is a so decent person. When I met him 1 year ago, by chance, then we will talk. Then he says, Jitendra, if you go with me, if you help me bring a good candidates, then I go with you. First candidate, I bring to him, I think where he is, his name is Tom, he's there. Second candidate, I bring to him Mr. Hanley. The third candidate, I bring to him Deepak Suri. The fourth, I find him. He's here. Who gave the party today? I hope you people like the food, enjoy it. I give a mic to John now. That's it.
Thank you, Jitendra. And I have to admit, really enjoy sharing food with Jitendra because when we first met, that's all we talked about. We talked about food, we talked about the kind of foods we like, we talked about restaurants, we talked about all of his experience in restaurants over the years. And ultimately, after we shared all that talk, I said, you know, what about politics? Is there something you think you might be able to do to help us? And Jitendra said, no problem. I want to be there, I want to help. And he stepped up to the plate right away. So thank you, Jitendra, and thank you for your words here tonight. Dharam, thank you for your words as well here tonight. Look, this is what this election really boils down to. 1 in 3 people in this province are thinking about leaving British Columbia. 1 in 2 youth are thinking about leaving British Columbia. Think about what that means. That means, your family, your kids, your grandkids can't think about building a future here. They're looking at leaving British Columbia to be able to build a future. And look around, your neighbors, look around at the table here. Imagine 1/3 of the people here saying, I'm going to move. That is what has become of British Columbia under the NDP. They've driven this province into the ground. The finances have never been worse. Our economy is in extremely rough shape. We have not added a private sector job since 2020. 4 years of nothing but public sector job growth, private sector has been flat. And at the end of the day, it is the private sector that employs the majority of people. It's the private sector that pays for all the services. It's the private sector that helps to build our future. Public sector is important, don't get me wrong. Very much appreciate the people working in the public sector. But without that private sector growth, we'll never have those services. So we've got to change this around. We have to create the opportunity for our kids to be able to stay here and build a future. Everybody here in this room, and everybody, quite frankly, in this province, came here because they wanted to be able to build a future for themselves and for their kids and their grandkids. It's simple. It's a simple ask. Right? That's what we all want. Every parent wants the best they can for their kids. Every parent wants to be able to build the best life they can for their family. That's what government should be about too. Making sure that our province is the best place possible for people to be able to build a life, to be able to build a life for their families, and to be able to leave a legacy for their grandchildren and those that come after them. So as a province, we're going to make sure that we address the tax issues. Carbon tax is going to go. We're going to make sure that our streets are safe. We're going to get rid of decriminalization and safe supply. We're going to deal with the addiction thing head on. We're also going to make sure, that, quite frankly, that we strengthen our police, and we strengthen the rules. It is, to me, it's unacceptable, this rotating case of these criminals, these people who are committing crimes, getting a slap on the wrist and back out on the streets. It is completely unacceptable. We should be able to walk down a street and feel safe. We should be able to walk down a street and not wonder if there's needles on the ground. I mean, this is what needs to change in BC. And you go down anywhere, in any community, I don't care whether it is Prince Rupert, or whether it is Prince George, or whether it is Fort St. John, Kelowna, anywhere down on the Lower Mainland, Victoria. You go look and you see what's going on there. People are they're passed out on the streets. They're camping out on the streets. What's happened to us? Well, it's simple. We have lost our way, we have lost our moral compass, and it has to change. So once again, as the Conservative Party, we're going to be very focused on just getting back to common sense, fighting for the average day person. We're going to make sure that we're going to be laser focused on getting our economy going, making sure that our housing industry, people actually want to be able to build houses in this province, because right now housing starts are shrinking. Our builders are moving away from this province because they're looking at it thinking, I don't want to wait 4 to 7 years to get approval for my project. I'm going to go do work in another jurisdiction. So what does that mean? Well, the more these things happen, the harder it is on our lives, on our lifestyle. So this is the promise for the Conservative Party, and I just want to take a minute for all of the candidates that are here to stand up. Everybody who's running for the party, just take a stand up for a second. Folks, this is a great team we have. The people that are here that are fighting for us, that are fighting, and they want your support. These people believe very strongly in their communities. They believe very strongly in what the cause that we're doing. They believe strongly in this province. I'm a proud Canadian, and I don't mind saying that. I'm a proud British Columbian. We have a government today that actually has told the public service, you shouldn't be calling people British Columbians, because that might offend some people. Well, I'm sorry. This is the best province in the country. Canada's the best country in the world. We have all the potential we ever want. I'm proud of calling myself a British Columbian, and we are going to do something that this province hasn't seen in a very long time. We are going to turn things around. We're going to make sure that we actually see good growth, that we see good jobs, we see the wage growth that we need, we deal with affordability, but most importantly, we bring back hope for that younger generation, because that is our future. That is what we want to see for British Columbia. So with that, thanks very much for coming out and supporting us. Thanks for doing the fundraising and helping us. Most important thing you can do, make sure that you get out and vote, of course. And as they say, vote early, vote often. Sorry, you can't do that. Vote only once. We don't want to break in laws. But make sure that you talk to all your friends, because we're not going to have the resources the other parties have. Yes, we're going to raise money. We're going to be putting a good fight on. We're going to be putting a good campaign. But at the end of the day, these guys have already cooked the books. The NDP has been given by you, the taxpayers, $8 million to fight this next election. We've received 200,000, or just over 200,000. That's the fight that we have. We are not going to be able to challenge their resources. But what we have that they don't have is grassroots movement. This is a movement that is really, truly under the surface, where people want change, people want to be involved. Get out and talk to people, encourage them, show them that you support the Conservative Party. And I can tell you something, with the momentum we have a very good chance here to be able to not just win government, but win a solid majority and change politics in British Columbia forever. Thank you once again, everybody, for coming out here tonight.
Once again, I thanks everyone for coming here, for supporting me. So I would like to say that if you want to save this province, please vote for BC Conservative. Vote for John Huston team to bring new Conservative government in the British Columbia. You see a lot of news is happening in today we see the news that SkyTrain Surrey to Langley extension is becoming the double the price. It was $2 billion, now becoming $4 billion. Look, the North Vancouver sewer treatment plant, it was estimated $700 million. It has to be built by 2020. Now its cost is $400 billion and to be completed in 2023. So looks that's incompetent government which is not able to manage funds, infrastructures. The sea dam, initial cost was $7.5 billion. Now estimated cost is $25 billion, but there is not able to start production electricity yet. So once again, I say, if you want to save province, please vote for BC Conservative and elect John and his team to bring a Conservative government. Thank you very much.